Well, it's been a countdown now for several years. The Great American Eclipse, the total solar eclipse, happening on April 8th. Of course, we're so close, and really this is just the combination of the perfect math. Really, it happens every couple of years. We talked about this on Are You Serious? But the moon orbits around the Earth, and it perfectly matches up to where it blocks out the sun. The last one we had in the United States, 2017. I'm sure many of you remember that. Now, for this one, everyone's going to be going to the northwest. The totality won't be in South Carolina, but this is kind of what everyone chases for. We call this the diamond ring effect. Right before totality, it literally looks like the name, a diamond ring. You can see that last glimmer of sun. This will happen obviously before totality and right at the end of totality if you get in the path of that. Of course, for us, we were talking about totality in the Carolinas in 2017, but this year, not so much. You'll notice it works through Austin, Waco, Dallas, all the way up through Arkansas, portions of Indiana, and all the way up into the Northeast, Buffalo included. In this, hotels have been booked for years waiting for this. Now, the big question is cloud cover. That's always the big story. For us here, though, in the Carolinas, especially on the beach, it's about 70%. So what does that 70% mean for us? Well, here's what it will look like. We're not going to see full totality, but if you have the solar eclipse glasses, you're going to see a view similar to this. 70% of the sun will be blocked out. You really won't notice much of a difference. In fact, it won't really look that all dim. But if you have maybe a pinpoint or pinhole locator there, maybe a custom one made at home, that's another way you can kind of view this here. So let's give you the timeline on what you need to know for that solar eclipse. Partial eclipse here in the Grand Strand will begin just before 2 o'clock. The maximum, around 70%, will be around 3:13, and then eventually it ends around 4:30 as we head into the forecast there on Monday. Once again, solar eclipse glasses going to be the best way to view this. Make sure you have those solar eclipse glasses for this event. Of course, everyone geared up for it. We can't wait. If maybe you're traveling for it, enjoy. If you have any chance at all to go see the Great American Eclipse, by all means do so. It's going to be several years before we see another one here in the United States. Of course, we talked about this on Are You Serious? You can find that on our podcast section on WMBFnews.com.